the tasks which are important and importance and emergency. On that one only, that things only you should try. Don't try to be engaged in every task, in every event. It is each and every work or any kind of any kind of conversations. It won't give you any positive outcomes. Despite that, it will hamper your psychological fitness. So this much about my presentations. Thank you. If any have any queries, any questions, you can throw. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, if the participants, you are requested, if you have any question, you can write in the chat box. So, thank you so much, Roshan sir. So, we find some questions are there in the chat box. The first question is by Nihar Ranjan Nath sir. Sir, he wants to know about what is mental well-being. So if you can briefly elaborate about the mental well-being thing. Over to you, sir.
Okay, mental well-being. So mental well-being, maybe in simple terms we will say that mental well-being, absence of negative feelings, and if not completely absence, then presence of more positive feelings than negative feelings in your inside of you. That is known as mental well-being. Mental well-being, is it clear? Mental well-being is absence of negative feelings inside of you, and if not completely absence, then presence of positive feelings, more positive feelings than negative feelings. Presence of more positive feelings than negative feelings. That is known as mental well-being.
Thank you, sir.
Let me take, I think he's not clear.
I think yes. If you could give one example, that is what I also wanted to. Yes, sir.
Yes. So let me see. If you feel every time anxious, aggressive, that means you are mentally not well. If every time you feel some kind of doubt, some kind of confusion, you are not able to think clearly, or you are not able to take right decisions or take immediate decisions. That means you are mentally not fit. If in spite of that, if you are able to take immediate decisions, productive decisions or positive decisions, and at the same time you never feel anxious, in spite of that one you always feel enthusiastic, energetic, then we will say that you are mentally well. And if not like that, you are anxious also, but more than anxious, you have more confidence, then we will say that you are mentally well. Is it clear?
So I hope that with this example, Nihar Ranjan Nath sir will be clear. So now we will quickly move towards the next question by Abhik Ranjan Das. He is asking that meditation is how far important in the present context and how it can be implemented in the school campus. So, sir, if you can briefly say something on it. He is asking about the meditation in the present context.
Actually, as per I already mentioned, the next expert is going to be explained when it details. Still, I will explain in short. Meditation, as we explained, meditation is nothing else but to be focus our attentions to a particular object, to a particular situations, so not situations, a particular object, a particular thought, a particular feelings, or towards the emptiness. So what will happen if you always try to be focus your attention positive things? That one also one kind of meditation only. If you try to see the only positive things in others, In every situation, if you try to find out the positive things, that one also one kind of meditation only. And in context with the schools, yes, we can able to use that one. In between the classes, you should take a preferable timings where a student can get a quiet place. So that time you maybe let them to be engaged for a short durations, or let them to be. I think one video or one articles become viral in this Facebook or some social media. One teacher in South, I think in South India, he used to ask his students sleep in a classroom, in between the class. That one also one kind of meditations only. That way we can make that way we can be implement, which will help to be regain or regenerate the energies and intelligence in the students, and focus more or become more attentive in class after that one. That I think is clear.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. And I think along with this answer, Kulachandra Sinha sir and Nemika Sinha has also got some points from the earlier two questions. So finally, we will take a very relevant question by Farhana Begum Barbuya, that how can physical education and activities used in this modern time of youngster depression and mobile addiction, which will help in improvement and healthy living? Sir, if you can briefly say on that.
So before that one, let me understand what is physical education. Okay, the education we know about the education. So physical education is to be said that it is the education of the physical through physical. So we may say that it is the education of the individuals through systematic movements. It may be engaging in some kind of exercises. It may be engaging in some kind of games and sports. Or it may be engaging in trekkings, it may be engaging in adventures in order to achieve all-round development. That is physical, mental, social developments. So once you engage in your students or the young generations toward the games and make them interested or motivated toward the games and sports, toward the physical activities, towards the adventures. So what will happen? Ultimately, they didn't get time to be engaged with the mobile phones or the internet. Cycling also one kind of physical activity, or physical. If cycling also we may be included in the physical education. Trekking also may be included in the physical education. So walking also one kind of physical education, which will help ultimately to divert from the addictions of technology, at the same time improve our health. I think it's clear.
Sir, hopefully it should be clear, because you have really explained the things in a very simple word. And this question was put by our second semester student of this teacher training college. Anyways, thank you, sir, for your very nice and interactive session, very nice deliberation, looking into all the areas of psychological aspects. So on the behalf of Teachers Training College also, we thank you, sir, for being with us and really, enlightening us with so many things. Because as a teacher trainee institution, we always have a very close or integrated connection with the psychology. So it was a very good, deliberation, and we could really get connected to it very much. So thank you, sir. So now we will, thank you, sir. So now we will move forward to our fourth session, which is by Mr. Sumit Kumar Thapa. I hope sir is there with us, join here. So Mr. Sumit Kumar Thapa, who is the lecturer, Diet, Titabor, Jorhat, and he is the expert in the field of sports, nutrition, badminton, karate, etc. He has a vast experience in the field of teaching physical education, and he is also a NAT JRF awardee. And today he is going to deliver on the importance of balanced, healthy nutrition and physical exercise in the perspective of the COVID-19. So we are inviting Mr. Sumit Kumar Thapa for the deliberation. So over to you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Am I audible, madam?
Yes.
Thank you, everyone, for here in the webinar. First, I would like to thank Principal, Teacher Training College, SILCHAR, Dr. Aparna Bhattacharya madams, and coordinator of the sessions, Gautam Kumar Das, and the moderator session, Satarupa Bhattacharya madam, and all the students present here. And I would like to thank the first resource person, Dr. Mantu Baro sirs, and Dr. Mohan Singh sir. They already covered some of my topics, and the physical activity, physical education, why it is important, what are the physical activity has to be performed. So once again, I thank Dr. Mohan Singh sir. He has very nicely explained about the whole the things in a compact in a one box, means okay. So I would not cover that part. I will go through the direct nutrition part, and Dr. Limbu, Roshan Limbu sir also said about the psychology thing is important. So here I
thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. You already covered my session. I'll add some activities. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Thank you.
So here we sit in the webinar. So we already getting tired. There's as per nutrition, I have to explain that we already explain our calorie near about 200 calorie by sitting only 3 hours. Mean 1.5 calorie burn per minute. Means we have from 10. I also start from the 10 means 3 hours. If you 1.5 calorie per minute, if you calculate, they are near about 200 to 250 calorie will burn. So we feel now a little tired. Okay, so I will go directly to the presentations, and I will skip some things. I again change because I listen from the starting onwards. So it okay. My screen is visible?
No, sir.
Okay, I am trying to start in the position. Yes. No. Is it now visible, madam?
No, sir.
Okay, wait. Wait. Now sharing?
Yes, sir. Now I think it is coming.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Yes, sir. We can see.
It's okay now, madam?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll cover here balance diet and some physical activity. As sir already mentioned, what are the physical activity, why it is important in the present scenario, and why physical activity is important in modern times. We know that maximum disease is occurring all over the world due to the only lack of physical activities. Nearby 80%, as research found that 80%, 70 to 80% are lacking behind a poor knowledge of nutrition and the physical activity. So it is very important to know what is physical activities and the balanced diet. So I will here focus on now. Before going to that balanced diet, we have to know that what is nutrients. So actually, before going to nutrient, also we have to know what are the food. Food we already know whatever we taking from the morning to night. That's food. We as a liquid form also and other foods. So from food, whatever we getting, that is called nutrition. So nutrient that we obtain through the food and vital effect on physical growth and mental maintenance of human body function and physical activity and health. So we know that it has great importance to maintain our body functions and to do physical activity and maintain our health. So it is very important. So now directly we will proceed to the some point I deleted. So here's what is balanced diet. Sometimes we confuse then what we have to do, what we have to give, how to plan our diet. So here see, balanced diet is one which provide all the nutrients in requirement amount and proportions. As you know, how much energy is required for us. Every individual having different requirements. Suppose one weightlifters, maybe the requirement will be different from us. And suppose we are sedentary people, we are not doing any work. Suppose we need this different amount of requirement as per our body weight and as per our requirements, as per our activity also. And the proportions, it is very important. So in some of us or some lacking behind this knowledge, sometimes we are facing some problems. Sometimes suppose we are in thali, okay, plate, how many portions we have to put there. So this is called the balanced diet. Suppose we know that it is easily achieved through the blended 4 basic groups. So but when we planning the diet, in blend diet, we have to divide the 4 groups. So later we'll discuss what are the 4 groups. Okay, suppose cereals, parts, then pulses, then fats, protein, like that we'll divide. Okay, so the quantity of food needed to meet the nutrient requirement with vary with the age, gender, physiological status, and physical activity. So how much we need the energy or calorie in our body, it will depend upon our age, our gender, male or female, our physiological status means, and our physical activities. Means one person maybe do early morning also, evening also activity, and afternoon also he used to work, go to office. Maybe their nature of activity may be different. Accordingly, that only our requirement will be met in the diet schedule. So this is the main importance. So what is balanced diet? In balanced diet, what all the nutrients from the protein, fats, carbohydrate, minerals, and vitamins, all the vitamins should include at proportions. Proportions we will discuss later. Proportion means from the carbohydrate we have to know the 50 to 60% from the carbohydrate we should know, and protein from the 10 to 15%. Energy from the total diet it is required from the protein, and fat 20 to 30% from the fat sources should contain in our diet. That is called balanced diet according to the need of that person. Suppose our expenditure is 2000 calorie per day, so our diet should 2000 calorie. So in 2000 calorie we have to divide into 60% from the carbohydrate, 20% from the 20 or maybe 30% from the fat, and 10 to 15% from the protein. So this is very important. So in addition, balanced diet should provide other non-nutrients such as dietary fiber. So see, very important. So we taking protein, carbohydrate, fats. Okay, so we all taking nutrients. They are providing the energy, but sometimes lacking behind our knowledge. Sometimes we are not taking the fiber. Okay, so this is non-nutrient. They are not giving the energy. They will not give your energy, but they will giving other benefits. Most important benefits, that are fiber. Fiber will get from the some dal or a lot of things. Many fruits also, fruits cover. Okay, fruits, and then the cover of the things. Suppose if you're taking the chana, Okay, sometimes we skip the cover. That we should include the cover also, that is dietary fibers, and the cucumber also is very important. Then antioxidant rich items, phytochemicals which measure positive our health benefit. Antioxidants such as vitamin C, vitamin E, beta carotene, riboflavin, and selenium. This protect our body from the free radical damages. These are the most important which we have to put in our diet. Suppose we are taking the fiber rich also we have to take. We have to sometimes we taking the carbohydrate. Okay, carbohydrate we are taking from the rice. Okay, but nowadays we are taking the polished one. Very which one is very looking very good, tasty, but we are forgetting our village sources which are made by our village. This one brown rice types. Okay, these are having the fiber. This is very important. So we have to keep in consistent when we planning our diet. So here some what things we have to take moderately, eat adequately. We have to see here. We have to here in triangle shape. It is shown here. What do we have to take? Alcohol and cigarette we have to skip, and then eat adequately, eat liberally. You have to take this one, and eat moderately. Fat is there's fats, and this meat also, and eat sparingly. Means you have to eat little eat sometimes. That is ice cream that having the lot of energy, means from the fat sources. Means simple carbohydrate. If you're taking the ice cream and outside foods which having the lot of simple carbohydrate, it will give you energy, and those who are not utilized, it will form as a fat in our body. So we have to take, and moderately you have to take this oil, because oil having only fats, and this will give the more energy. 1 gram of fat will provide the 9 calorie. So see, suppose we taking the 2 gram, 5 gram, or those who are taking more oil, you will get the more energy from the fat sources. So what nutrition says that while we making our diet or maybe our cooking, so we have to keep in our mind that we should have to take the good sources of oil, and they recommended that we have to change our oil per month for our good health. So suppose we are taking some Patanjali oil or maybe rice bran or others. So suppose we take mustard oil, then again we after 1 month we can change. It affect our health. Suppose we taking the good nutritions, it will not affect immediately 1 month. It will take long effect in your body after the 5 or 6 months or long term effect. So this is very important. So then rice also the oil, there are market, there is lot of oil brand is there, and you can choose from there the good one. Then vegetables. See, vegetable sources also we have to be, when we make one daily schedule, we have to put the vegetable sources also. In vegetable sources we have to put the leafy vegetables regularly and other vegetables. So it is help us to maintain all the nutrients in our body, all the vitamins. Vitamins. Suppose we are not, we don't know. Suppose which vitamin, which plant having that vitamins, which plant having that sources. But as per guidelines, they said that if you put the leafy vegetables green, means multicolor, green, yellow, red, and other vegetable, it automatically cover all the vitamins and nutritions. This is a very good technique. So if you may put in your diet regularly, and here the adequately means dal. We have to keep in consideration that while we taking meal per day, so we have to put the different types of dals, pulses. Now, suppose we are taking sometimes rajma, sometimes we will take the other mansur, and then okay. Then egg also, Those who are vegetarian, they will not have that one, but they have to focus on protein-rich items. Nowadays, in COVID-19 period, everybody is focusing protein. That's why in market also the egg rice is increasing. Egg price is increasing. So see the demand of the people's protein, everybody taking, because protein help us to repair our damaged cells in our body, damaged muscles, and it will help us to create the antibody in our body. So the protein is a very important. So when sometimes we can assume also today we are taking sabzi. Today we are taking rice or maybe chapatis. Suppose we are not taking dal, then we can feel the, oh, we are today lacking behind the proteins. Or sometimes we are not taking the egg. Oh, today we have to take egg, because protein we have to take it regularly. Then near about 10 to 15% our total diet. So this is very important. So here are some guidelines, dietary guidelines, what we have to ensure while we planning our diet in day-to-day life, and why it is important. So eat accurately variety of foods to ensure our balanced diet. In balanced diet, variety of foods should be included. Today we are taking the different types of vegetables. We have to change that one. Eat plenty of vegetables and fruits. Fruits regularly we have to take once also. That doesn't mean that we have to take regular apple, regular. You may change whatever we have in our surroundings foods. Okay. Then ensure the moderate use of edible oils and animal foods, and less use of ghee, butter, basmati. They have the more sources of actually fats. That's why they say that it should be used minimum use. Suppose while we cooking, we can use the some this utensils which is less use of oil. So utensils, suppose now there modern utensils is there. If you put the little oil also, you can make your meals also. So very important. So we have to moderate use of animal sources. It is having the trans fats also. Overeating should be avoided, prevent the overweight and obesity. So we all know that while we plan the diet, how much we need. Suppose 2000 calories, if you're taking the more than 3000 calories, then it is overeating. So it will help us to make overweight and obesity. So it should be kept in our mind. So, and regular exercise should be done regularly, and be active to maintain ideal weight. We know the ideal weight, and as Sir already earlier mentioned, some app is there in the Play Store, such as mentioned by the Sir, this Sai. The government giving the sub app. There you can put your height and weight. Then you will get the BMI. BMI, from there you can check your body weight, whether you are underweight, overweight, obesity class 1, type 2, 3. Okay. And another very nice app is there. So I recommended that one made by the NIN, National Institute of Nutrition, and ICMR. That is Nutrify India Now. You can search in your Play Store. You will get that one. You have to register there your name, email ID, and you will get there everything. How much calculation of your diet you will get there. It's a very nice app. You can go through that one app. You can calculate even. Then nice one is next, use of salt in moderations, and restriction to take salt in to minimum. Means salt is also very important sodium to maintain our body, but that should be restricted. Means less than 5 grams per day. If you take more salt, it will help us. It will help to make your heart disease problem. So it should be avoided. And if you want to take the salt, it is less than 5 grams per day. Then ensure the safe and clean food. Then while we made the food, that should be always safe and clean. The practice tight cooking method and healthy eating habits. So right cooking means how to cook. This is one importance. And healthy eating habits means how to cook. We already know, our maximum persons know how to cook, and then we not so much dry. It is little half cook, and so that it the nutrient should maintain in your meal. And cooking method, we already know that how to, before cutting all the vegetables, we have to wash first, and after washing, after washing, then only you have to cut all the vegetables. Okay, after cutting the vegetable, the nutrition recommended that not to wash direct, you have to cook, and this is very right way of method. Then you will get the appropriate amount of nutrients. And eating habits, so how to eat that, then there is a lot of eating habits is there. So how to right way of eating habits, you have to know that what timing of eating habits, morning or night, how much before 8, or maybe before going to bed, 2 hours maximum gap should be there. If you take that one, it will help you to maintain your body weight or to increase overweight. So you have to eat before 8. Suppose you are going to bed in 10 p.m. at night. So you have to finish by 2 hours. By 8 you have to eat. Then you can go walk and something. Then it will waste your energy. That it will have to maintain. The use of minimize the use of processed food rich in salt and sugar and fats. Suppose we are taking nowadays processed food and packet foods. It has the rich source of salt, sugar and fats. So that should be avoided. If you're taking some market, some achar, so it is very favorite for us also. Sometimes we're taking achar, so that having the most maximum oil and maximum salt, that should be avoided. You may take moderate use. Minimize means we can't say that you have to live means that diet from the diet, but it should be minimized. It's also important, so you have to take that one. So here, what NIN, National Institute of Nutrition, and ICM have recommended some dietary nutrient for Indian peoples. So here nutrition requirement for the quantity of nutrient that healthy nutrition must obtain from the food to meet their physiological needs. Okay, the recommended dietary allowance are estimated to nutrient to consume daily to ensure the requirement of all individual to given population. Suppose they estimated, they made one recommended dietary allowance, means should eat by following that chart. But another way also we can manually also calculate how much diet is required for us. In balance that how we can calculate. But government has already made that one. See here, it is visible, madam.
Yes, sir. It is visible.
Okay, thank you. So RDA for Indians, see Indian men. See here, for here given the group men, women, infants, children, boys. Okay, here see it is very easy. So sedentary woman, those who are not doing inactivity, his body weight is 60, and his calorie, it should be 23,200 calorie per day he should take. Okay, and from the protein, 60 gram per day. 60 gram means if one person is body weight 60 into 1 gram, so you will get the protein 60 grams. But it's depend on the nature of the activity. Suppose one person is doing athlete, one person is doing bodybuilding, it will vary to 2 grams also per day. Sometimes it will go. But for the sedentary, so those are moderate. It is depend upon that activities. Okay, so here is, we can see here the visible fat, how much we should take for 20 gram for that, and calcium how much take from the that 600 mg, and the iron how much we have. Okay, now the question is that the calcium, how we will get the calcium? When we plant all the nutrient in diet, automatically we will get the calciums. Okay, one thing is there. So people are facing nowadays in vitamin D, lack of vitamin D. Sometimes it indirectly helps to boost the calciums contained in our body, vitamin D. Okay, so so vitamin D, if you want the vitamin D, so we know that the maximum source of the sunlight, but as recommended by NIN, very important this point is that you will get the maximum sources of vitamin D in sunlight. The timing is 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. That time is the, you may say, the buffering zone. Means sunlight, that is buffering zone. Minimum 10 minutes to 15 minutes, or now the government also suggested that there are about 30 to 45 minutes you have to go out and play some activities. As Sir also earlier said that it is recommended that now CBSE also other, at least 45 minutes you have to play outdoor activities, because nowadays people are facing the, or maximum women are facing the problem of vitamin D, and vitamin D, and this is the causes of formation of calcium in our body. This is very important. And here's all the here given here, see the one sedentary woman also, if see women, see those who are not doing activity, 900 calorie per day. Out of that, protein 55 means 55 into 1 gram, you will get to 55 gram protein per day, minimum 50 takes. And from visible fats and from the calcium is contained is same, and iron is 21. So if you take here the pregnant woman, okay, we have to plus the energy requirement plus 350 per day. If you taking the protein content also increasing, see those who are pregnant women, also pregnant ladies, they have to put in diet in that source also. And here also calcium intake also intake is more at times, and iron also more. Because of that, government the doctor also suggested, they are giving already that some capsules and some vitamins, so that should be utilized in our bodies. So here in the children also, I will not go about 1.1 because another session also there. So this you may take that one also. That's very important, that one. So this one is a balanced diet for adult men and sedentary. See here how much we have to took, how much cereal from the, and that one we have to take here given already. Then fats from the 50 gram to 5, how much you have to take for the adult, and sugar how much you have to take. Then milk product, how much you have to take. Milk product 100 gram into 3, if you can 300 ml we have to take milk for the adult, means at night. Milk also having the good source of energy and multi sources, you may say milk. And the as dietitian suggested that before going to bed is the right time to take the milk. Milk also, if you take the milk, there are a variety of types. One double tone milk, double tone milk. Okay, if you told double tone means fat is escaping from the milk. That means you have to boil one. It is manual. If you can do that, if you boil one, then whatever you have to skip the portions. That is called Hindi malai. You have to skip that one, and again you boil that one. There will be also malai. Then you have to skip that one also. Then you can take them. That is from the fat skip. Then you will not get anything fat from there. That is also very good. That means 300 ml you have to take per day for the adult. Okay, that means 1 glass. Then is the fruits also, how much we take 100 grams of fruits. Then the cereals portion also 30 into 12, 30 gram. Then from this is simple way we can maintain our diet. Then see for the adult women also, see women have the different that ones, a little difference, but this also maximum is same only. Okay, then And this already I mentioned how much we have to take that balance side. In balance diet, what should have 50 to 60% from the carbohydrate, 10 to 15% protein, and 20 to 30% from the fat for visible and non-visible sources. And earlier I said there, what are the measures? Means groups while we planning that one: cereals, millets, pulses. These are the groups. And two groups is vegetable sources, milk product and milk, eggs, fresh, oils, fats, and nuts. These are the four major groups. While we planning the one diet, we have to keep in consideration. Is there cereals is there? Is there vegetable sources there? Today our diet is today I'm taking fruits or not? If you're not taking, that means we are lacking behind one vitamins or minerals. And if you are taking the walnuts also, almond also, dry fruits also we can take. Then milk, egg, feed, meat, fish we are avoiding. Then this should be included. Oils, fats, nuts, oil seeds. If you are taking note, these are the major four groups. According to that only, see they classified that. What are the already I mentioned here. I will not go for the deep one. Classification of food based on the function. We know the energy food, carbohydrate, whole grain, millet, vegetable. These are the more source of energy rich. They will give the about of energy rich foods. Okay. Then bodybuilding, we know the pulses, nuts, and proteins, riches, fat, this meat and all. And protective food, we know that this is protect from our disease and other green leafy vegetables, other vegetable sources, egg, milk, and flesh food. These are the classifications. So now question is that while we made one diet schedule, all should have from there, okay, in balanced diet. So now question is that how will calculate how much energy is required for us. So I given here, the earlier sir also said, I said also one app is there, a lot of app. From the app also we can calculate, but manually you can do also that one. BMR, we know that before going to calculate, we must have to know BMR. The BMR is the measurement of an organism expenditure when at rest, and it is the amount of our body takes to maintain our life. Because suppose we are not doing also anything, the body is required to keep our functioning our organs to live. That is called BMR. The BMR also standard REE, resting energy expenditure. Without doing any activity also, that amount of energy is required to keep our body functionings. Okay. Here the most important thing is there, that is required 70% of total our energy. Another thing is that to live, to remaining the 10% is utilized for the digestion of food. Whatever you're taking, it should be digest. So for digest purpose only 10% out of 100% is required for digestion purpose. And the another 20% is required for the our activity purpose. See, the less amount is required for the activity purpose. So maximum we have to survive the 70%. If you're not taking that level, so we may have some medical complications. Suppose feeling lazy, feeling weakness, sometimes we feel fall down also, and other medical complication may arise if you're not taking the right amount, less than means BMR level. So how we calculate the BMR? So a lot of app is also there. I will check here also. Here you see that slide. Here we can see here how to calculate the BMR in 24 hours, because our body is running in 24 hours. Even I was sleeping also, our heartbeat is going on. Our heart, lungs is working. So they need the energy. So here for male and female 18 to 30%, see the formula is there. 14 into 5 into body weight and plus 645. And if it's sedentary people, so you have to add 1.53 calorie, then you will get the your total energy expenditure. Suppose I'm here calculated for female age 31 and body weight is 51. She is doing the moderate work, moderate physical activity. See here 8.3 into 51 body weight and plus 788 equal to 1211 is the BMRB, basal metabolic rate, means resting energy expenditure. Means your body is required 1200 energy for functioning only your organs. So if you taking less than that amount, it may have some medical complications in your internal organs. So we are taking the moderate activity. You are doing the person 18. Means if you multiply by 1.8, you will get the 2179 calorie per day. Our energy is required for particular that woman 18 to for age 31 and weight 51 kg weight. So this is very important. Out of that only we'll made one diet plan. Out of that we'll divide into 60 to 60% from the carbohydrate and 20% from the 10 to 15% from the protein and 20 to 30% from the fats. That's very important. So BMR, we must have to know that this mass of energy is very essential. So, okay, I'll not go about the physical activity. The physical already covered. So as whatever we're doing activity while our body is movement, that is called the physical activities. Suppose we're doing anything, walking also, cycling also, and running also. We're doing some activity in home also, with playing with the children also. With this is also very good activity. If you playing with the children also 1 hour or half an hour, that also burn our energy, calorie. So it will help also our. This is also a good physical activity. If you are gardening also, very good physical activities. So this is most essentials. So here is recommended some. See, I take from the some books. Say a level of activities. So sedentary living, watching TV, playing computer, these are not doing anything. Something that we are sitting only. They avoid inactive periods, 2 hours or during the day for walking. During the working hours. Suppose as recommended that the WHO recommended that if you're doing sitting 1 hour, then you have to walk at least 10 minutes. Again you have to sit. That is recommended by the WHO. So these are the some activity you have to follow. Then see level 3 activities, flexibility activity, yoga you can do, stretching exercise, gyms also they do, fitness also you can do, muscle training. See level 3, what are the activities? Basketball, tennis, like that. Aerobic activity, we know that nowadays aerobic is very very popular. Aerobic, the aerobic, you can do aerobic dance also, swimming also, jogging also. These are the activities levels. Okay, and lifestyle physical activity, we know that walking, then walk, then right and the top the stairs, take the stair with already. I will not go, already explained that what are the how to maintain the physical activity. Some benefit also, I will not go that one because already mentioned there the what physical activity can do to improve our cardiorespiratory fitness. It nowadays is very relevant. Then bone also, health function also, reduce the hypertension, coronary heart disease. The coronary heart disease is very important that for physical activity you can reduce by physical activity. Nowadays the doctors or WHO said that one conference, there is no way to reduce the coronary heart disease. Only you can survive by that, only physical activity only. They said you have to, there is no options. Medicine also no option is there. If you're taking medicine also, it will mean suppress sometimes, but the physical activity is very good for the coronary heart disease. And what are the dietary requirement also there? Suppose what we have to do, we have to avoid the outer eat, whatever the cheese, we're taking the fried fruit from the outside, we have to avoid that one. And for that purpose, this one research article I found that how to reduce the coronary heart disease. They recommended that at least 45 minutes aerobic activity or walk or running, jogging, it will reduce our coronary heart disease. And by following the diet plan, we have to take the nutrient foods, we have to have the fat richest items that will help. So it is very important nowadays. Stroke and stroke, this diabetes, this we can prevent from the physical activity. Then maintain good weight, we know that one also. So this also we know that it will help the academic activity also. Some article I found that those who are performing the physical activity they done in the children's, they found that those who are actively participating in physical activity, they having the good cognitive outcomes and many academic performance. They did the research that before starting the sessions, they took one test, and after they divided two groups, and after doing this activities, they found that group having the bright in the cognitive outcomes. So, and mental health also, reduce the adiposity also. So this is having the most important nowadays in physical activity in the academic side also. So these are my presentation. So here I would like to mention here what are the activity we can do in our home now during the pandemic. So we can go outside, but we can do at home some physical activities. Suppose home activities, sitting with playing with the children, only active period, we can burn the energy. We can burn the energy 2.5 calorie per minute. Suppose we are playing the 60 minutes, 1 hour, we can calculate how much energy we are burning that time. And the other also, standing playing with children, it will burn more. Suppose if you run with children moderately, then per minute 4 calorie will burn. Suppose 4 into 60, you can assume that 240 calorie per minute you can burn by 1 hour engaging with the children also. Then if you vigorously, heavily we are running, playing with the children also, they can burn the 5 calorie per minute. Then if you doing some lawn and gardening also, means actively digging, filling the garden, little heavy work, then it will also 5 calorie burn per minute. If you farming also, occupational farming is actively engaged in heavy activities, then you will 8 calorie per minute. This also helps you to do our activities. Then jogging, not less than the jogging, walk and combinations. If you do activities 6.0 calorie per minute, if you do that activity also. Suppose jogging in a place, 8 calorie. Jogging in a place, it is so you can burn 8 calorie per minute. So this is very important. Jogging or doing aerobic also, dancing also, it will burn. So running also, if you run the running 5.2 miles per hour, keeping in mind 9 calorie will burn. It's very good to burn our calorie. Means 11.5 minutes per mile. Suppose here also one I mentioned here, if you play badminton also, sir, the other resource person already mentioned that you have to engage any activities, and then these are the physical activities only. Suppose you don't do physical badminton also played, then 8 and sports also. Then if you football also played, then walking also. If you do walking, and then the voluntary activities, sitting, and this also will burn. Suppose we are sitting, that also burning the energy. And the voluntary activities, then voluntary activities, sitting, moderate work, these are the, per minute you can burn your energy. These are the simple things I have shown, so that we can don't think that this about doing the activity, it will not burn energy. This is not physical activity. Sorry. So we have to keep in mind that all the are only physical activity. You can have to engage any activities. Lot of recreational activities you can play. You can dance also. That also will burn the calories. Near about 7 to 8 calorie per minute. So this is also physical activity. So in the pandemic, so these are the recommendations. Some recommendations given by WHO's how we have to engage our children to do any physical activity to maintain our physically health, and some nutrients also they suggested that how we can put in our diet to keep our body immunity and maintain our proper health. So these are the some my presentation. For once again, I thanks everyone for listening. So without wasting time, another session is there. So I would like to conclude here only. And once again, thanks everyone for listening.
Thank you so much, sir. It was such a detailed deliberation on the balanced diet. So I don't think that there will be much any queries, because it was very, very detailed deliberation. Thank you so much, sir. If the participants, if you have any question, you can put forward in the chat box. We may take it. So, and sir, only one question, very small, very briefly, if you can say that in this pandemic time, the school students, basically, they are in the totally like in home and going for virtual classes. So sometimes it is seen that there are long duration of virtual classes. So can you tell me, for those students, like 1 or 2 activities that can make them, feel relaxed also, because they have to take virtual classes from the schools, and then again sometimes virtual classes from some other, if they are going through some tutorials, or sometimes even looking at the YouTubes and all. So the simple 1 or 2 activity, very briefly you can say, if it may be helpful for those secondary students or learners, or those people who are like 9 to 5 working from home also. So if you can very briefly say, sir, because we have a last session.
Yes, madam.
So yes, thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Very good question. Basically, this is relevant to in pandemic sessions. So as government already suggested, how much we have to take online classes, because they already know that people are get tired by listening the online classes, and so they already made one schedule. So how much 30 minutes, 40 minutes have to classes. As WHO also recommended that it is not possible to sit 2 or 3 hours. Now also we sitting near about 10 minutes, 3 or 3.5 hours. This also very good tough time. So what I suggest that suppose we'll 1 hour we sit it, and I'm going to walk up do some activity by sitting also. We can by in chair also we can do a lot of activities. By sitting also we can do little stretching walk, stretch the bodies, like doing that activity also. Sometimes we'll do a lot of physical activities there by sitting also, so we can do that also, and we can stand up sometime. I'll stop sharing. So here what is there? So suppose 1 hour sitting, we walk up and do some activities, some asanas. Later Bikash Borauh will explain what yes. But we can do also for the activity, some dance also. Sometimes some people is very good student, they can dance also 1 hour, they can dance also, engage, they can play also run here and there, and some activity, stressing activity. After that they will sit, they can go for tea. Suppose in table we are providing them the tea and some snacks, rather than we can call them, come to the kitchen and take that your cup of something and go and sit. This is also very good activities. So we can we have to know how to manage. As earlier Ram Mohan sir already explained how to manage the activity. We have to keep in mind how to engage the students, our children, and we can say go there and take your brush and go outside and walk and come do something activity, and again sit in your classes. It will help. Some meditation also, they are very good things. So the governments already suggested and made one regulation of how to do one activity. You can go to the WHO website and government on that one side. You can do that one. That's all. Any queries you can ask other side also. Thank you, madam.
Thank you so much, sir. Due to some time constraints, we will quickly move to the our last session, which is by Mr. Bikash Borauh, sir. So, Mr. Bikash Borauh, he is a physical educationist and yoga expert in Assam. He is a research scholar, national and international yoga silver medalist, and also served as international yoga fund. So his area of interest and specialization is on yoga and naturopathy. So today he is going to enlighten us on benefits of yoga and its practices for health and well-being in the context of COVID-19. So we really invite Mr. Bikash Borauh for his deliberation, and I hope sir is here with us. Yes, so Mr. Bikash Borauh sir, over to you. I hope you can hear me.
Okay. Am I audible?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Thanks a lot. That family of SILCHAR giving me such a wonderful opportunity. And without wasting time, actually, all of you more than that approximately 100 participants are sitting from prolonged time. That is why I have changed my decision. First of all, I will take the practical session. After that, immediately after the practical session, immediately in your questioning session, I will start my theory session. So all of you are requested to on your video camera and mute your microphone.
So I request the participants to do as sir is telling. All of you mute yourself and on the video as per suggested by our sir. So as sir will be going for some practical sessions.
Only few of them, okay, all you are requested to on your video camera. Then if you do any mistake, then I can rectify your problem. Okay, sit properly. Do you have water with you? आप लोगों के पास पानी है कि नहीं? Do you have water with you? Okay, then yes, intake water. Approximately half glass or just more than half glass, please intake the water. Drink the water. Okay, good. Aparna madam and rest of you, please intake the water. Otherwise, you will be angry with me. What science is going
No, sir.
Because you are sitting from more than 3 hours. So that is why I have changed the decision. Then right now, this is a very good time to get some refreshment.
Yes,
is that right?
Yes.
Okay. I will use Hindi, English, and Assamese. If you don't mind, then I will use all 3 languages, Hindi, English, and Assamese for better understanding. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sit properly. So now I can tell you one. From my session, I don't know what you learn, what you understand from my session, but I can give you 100% guarantee. You will have lot of reflection. You will have lot of reflection. You will have lot of happiness inside you. You will have lot of energy inside you after doing the this yogic session. And already former speaker, they have already told about what is that, what is that psychological state, what is psychological health. Dr. Mantu Baro and all former speakers, they have already said so many good and very important things. So I don't think so. I have to explain in details again the same things. So let me start the program. Starting the session with you.
Thank you, sir.
Please, all of you, mute your mic, otherwise I will get the disturbance. Adopt this mudra. Place your both hands on your knee. Duita hator back portion to knee पर place करो. Eyes closed करो. Okay, I need everyone your participation. Eyes closed. Slowly. Breathe in. Nakedi breathe loud. Hold your breath. Breathe out from your mouth. नाक से breathe in कीजिए और मुंह से breathe out. Through your nostrils. Breathe in. आंखें बंद करके hold your breath from your mouth properly. Breathe out. Only 60% you are closing your eyes. You all are requested to eyes closed and breathe in. Hold your breath again. Enjoy your breath. And breathe out this time through your nostrils, not from mouth. Nakedi breathe out. But here, again, deftly. Breathe in through nostrils. Hold your breath. Same procedures. Through nostrils, breathe out. And we will inhale properly 3 more times. Breathe in. Okay, sir, madam, and all training, hold the breath. Breathe out, this time from your mouth. Okay, condition में मत कीजिए. Yes, again, breathe in properly. Okay, we are holding our breath. Okay, competition. How many of you can cross 10 seconds? 1, 2, 3, 4, holding 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 from mouth. Okay, this time for 15 seconds, breathing, holding competition. Okay, breathe in. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 from mouth. Very good, very good. Join your hands together. Namaskar Mudra. Okay, I will observe one and all. Right, eyes closed. Will something 3 times properly. Close your eyes. Okay, closing, good. Breathe in. Start with me. आपका ड्यूरेशन इतना शॉर्ट. Inhale properly. Breathe in. One more time. Inhale properly. Om Asatova Sadgamaya Om Tamasuma Jyotirgamaya Om Nityua Amitam Gamaya. Okay, very good. Rub your forehead. Sita has gone karo. Put your palm on your eyes, shape, and your neck region. 3 more times. Okay, 2 more times. Total 3 times. Again, place. Okay, 1 more time. Place. Okay. अष्टांग योगा. आप लोगों ने कभी सुना होगा अष्टांग योगा?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 8
8 things we will discuss how to do the Ashtanga Yoga. So first of all, we will do some asanas, then meditation, sorry, pranayama, then meditation, and last we will do the very interesting one. That one is laughing therapy. Then how to laugh properly. Maximum of us, we know how to smile properly. Smile how we are smiling, not properly. But smiling, how to smile properly. From smiling, whatever benefit you will get if you learn how to smile properly. That practical one we will do together today. Okay, all of you. Okay, join your hands together. Okay, raise up your hands, stretch your trapezius, bicep, triceps, latissimus dorsi, thoracic कीजिए. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slowly twist. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, relax. Neck rhythm. Slowly back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, turn towards your right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Relax to next side. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Next shoulder up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Your forward your left hand. Straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now change the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, change. 1, forward, side forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next, back stretching of your
Sir, you are freezing.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. अरे आप लोग ने आपकी तरफ से नहीं किया. फिर करो. फिर one more time. Again, twist. 1, 2, 3, 4. No more twist. More twist. 7, 8, 9. Relax. To next side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Next, butterfly. Okay. Hold your both. Toes, big toes. Continue. 1, 2, 3. लेट के नहीं, बैठ के. लेट के मत कीजिए, बैठ के करना है. कर दी. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, next. Change. Next. कितना केशव कुशल वैसे ना, बच्चा केशव कुशल वैसे चलेगा लेकिन धो. Okay, कोई केशव कुशल धुने का लगे बोलो. हमारे लिए थोड़ी लाइट करो. बात के. Okay. एक केशव का सुना था लगे खाओ. पाई बना? How many of you can, yes. How many of you can give your love to your own baby? Yes, give. If you are unable to give your love to your baby, that means you are not physically fit. Okay, competition. Okay, I don't want to tell your name. Okay, down. Okay, let's check. 1, 2, check. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Okay, sir, madam, all training. Change your. Give your love and affection to your care to your next baby. Take your baby properly. Take your baby. Well, now no need to love. We will love together. Continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. इसको तो भूल गए रहने के लिए. फिर 2 more times. Start. 1. Okay, good. Next. 2. बढ़िया. Okay, relax. Change your position. Like me. Twisting, huh? Twisting. 1 down, twist to next side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next side down, twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Relax. Okay, fine. Now sit smartly. Wait, let me just change my music. Okay, Okay, spine straight. You are not allowed to maintain improper posture. You all are requested to sit smartly. Only for today, only for 30 minutes. Okay. Now we will do the breathing exercise. Okay, sir, madam, all trainees, what is exactly breathing exercise? Okay, maximum of us we are doing breathing exercise. But it is my request, instead of doing only breathing exercise, we have to do proper pranayama. Breathing exercise we are doing from waking up. Thapa, breathing exercise. But now we will learn how to do, what to follow, what kind of procedures you have to follow to do proper breathing exercise, to do pranayama, right? Spine straight. First we will do only deep breathing exercise. And I can say within 15 minutes, your this part, stress, anxiety, depression, everything will remove. More than 80% will remove. Okay, some of you start challenge. Myself, Bikash Borauh, I am having more than 22 years experience in this field. So from my experience, challenging everyone. Spine straight, back straight. Through both nostrils, deep breathe in hoga, then holding for minimum 5-6 seconds, then breathe out through both nostrils. Ready? From both nostrils. Breathe in. Hold your breath. Breathe out from your both nostrils. Again from your nostrils. Breathe in. Fill your breath. Breathe out from both nostrils. Again from both nostrils. Breathe in. Breathe in properly. Breathe in. Please breathe in. Hold your breath. Breathe out from your both nostrils. Breathe out. We will do 5 more times. Again, breathe in. Hold. Retain your breath properly. Continue. Continue. Breathe out. Breathe in. At the time of breathing in, you are supplying the energy from the nature. Breathe in. Hold your breath. Let it walk inside you, inside your functioning system. Breathe out not only carbon dioxide and toxic also. All toxic breathing out. Okay, all beloved Indians. Breathe in again. Hold your breath. Okay, 2 more times. Again, breathe in. Breathe in कीजिए और breathe in, hold. Breathe out, distance from mouth, breathe out. Last time from nostrils, breathe in, and through nostrils, breathe out. Breathe in. Concentrate towards your respiration. Breathe out. Close your eyes for 10 seconds. Relax your whole body. Relax your sitting posture. You're sitting in a meditative posture. In any, like in Sukhasana. Asana is all about the form of some physical exercise. Without any movement, if you sit any in any physical posture, this is known as asana. Sthira Sukhalam is known as the asana. So back straight, your shin straight. Okay, very good, very good. Kindly open your eyes. Opening or not? Yes. Now we are going to start Bhastika Pranayama. The Pranayama from Art of Living. Pranayama from Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Guruji. Bhastika Pranayama, how to do? When you will breathe in, आपको दोनों हाथ ऊपर इसे उठाना है. You will raise up the both hands in this way and you will spread your fingers. You will spread your fingers, open your fingers. And in breathing time, you will breathe in your hands up and spreading fingers. Breathe out करने के time में आपको हाथ forcefully down करना है and you have to close your fingers in this way. You are requested to only just observe me for 1 or 2 times, then you can continue with me. Okay, then look at me, let's breathe this way. This way, right? Breathe in होगा, then breathe out. Okay, very smart. All of you get ready with me, huh? I will do 30 times. Counting करके 30 times करेगा. 30 से पहले आपको stop करना मना है. नहीं तो otherwise I will put complaint to the principal. Okay, get ready. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, relax. Those who are suffering from high blood pressure, किसी का high blood pressure है तो इन लोगों को थोड़ा धीरे-धीरे करना है. जिसका low blood pressure है वो हम लोग के साथ कर सकते हैं और otherwise you can do more speed than us. But those who are suffering from high blood pressure इन लोगों को थोड़ा slow करना है in this way. But not in lazy way. Okay. Like in that particular time, you need to close your eyes. Eyes closed. Okay, do with me. Breathing, hands up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Up, down, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. बढ़िया. Okay, up, down, yes, up, down, yes, up, down, yes, up, down, yes. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. 5 more times. Up, down, up, down. Yes, up, down. Last time. Up, down. बढ़िया. Adopt this mudra, Buddha mudra. हाथ दोनों हाथ ऐसे रख के. Okay, put on your ankle joint, spine straight. ओए मैडम spine straight. सर जी स्पाइन स्ट्रेट कीजिए. पीछे सीधा के रखो. Okay, now I will not tell you anything. I will not instruct you. After 10 to 15 seconds, your mind will instruct. Mind will give you lot of refreshment and happiness. ठीक है सर, मन तो बहुत भालो लगेगा. After 10 seconds, you will feel some positive feelings, vibes inside you. Will relax your whole body. Will relax. Spine straight, your spinal cord. Lose your all joints. Please draw your attention, shift your concentration towards your breathing. Slowly. Breathe in. Hold your breath. From nostrils, breathe out. Breathe in. Hold your breath. Breathe out. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, spine straight. Open your eyes. Next, let us to start Sandravedi Pranayama. What is Sandravedi Pranayama? So, how to do the Sandravedi Pranayama? Are you feeling bad? Anyone? Kindly, I know, honestly reply. Are you feeling bad? Anyone? Reply me. कोई ऐड वो दीजिए और रिप्लाई दीजिए. Are you feeling bad? Anyone?
No, sir, we are feeling relaxed.
Yeah.
Yes, we are feeling very good, sir.
Okay, thank you. Now we will start Sandravedi Panayam. और sir, madam और participants, how to do the Sandravedi Panayam और Sandravedi Panayam क्या है? हम लोग भी जो किया है ना वो Bhastika. From Bhastika, you know that you will get a lot of refreshment. But Bhastika is not good for high blood pressure patients. More than 70% of that among us we have high blood pressure. We have imbalancing state of pressure. Systolic pressure, so few of your more than 140, diastolic also from 80, more than like 85, 90. So if we do Bhastika, it will be good. It will help for heart, for refreshing your mind, for anxiety, depression. Already you experiment from the activities. It is refreshing your mind or not. You refresh question and I already apply go paise. So it is that fully that examine that it will help but this is not good for high blood pressure. So like in high blood pressure, low blood pressure, সকলোৱে mind refresh কৰিবৰ কাৰণে, body ভালে থাকিবৰ কাৰণে, happy হ'বৰ কাৰণে, heart to ঠিক ৰাখিবৰ কাৰণে আমি কৰিবই লাগিব. So we will use one more alternate breathing exercise. Then what will happen if we do the Sandravedi Pranayama? Then this breathing exercise not affect the high blood pressure patient. So how to do the Sandravedi Pranayama? Right nostril considering as a Suryavedi, right nostril. Good job. Left nostril considering as a Sandravedi. Right nostril is the breath law. If you breathe in from right, the body will warm. If you inhale from left, your body will cool down. Your body will get some cold, the weather inside the system, physiological system. So now our body is in one moment after doing Bhastika, your body pressure is increasing. So I would like to decrease the pressure. So how to do? From left nostril we will breathe in, then we will hold, I will hold in. From right nostril we will breathe out. Okay. Applage no koribo, prothom more koribo. Okay. From left, slowly I am inhaling the breath. Holding breath for few seconds. Holding compulsory here. Breathing out from right nostril. The same procedures continuously you have to do. From left in hoga, then holding koribo, right nostril out. Okay, any confusion? I think so, no confusion. If no confusion, then raise up your both hands. If no confusion, if you don't have any confusion, raise up both hands. Okay, बढ़िया. Okay, we will start together. From left nostrils, breathe in. Hold your breath. From right nostril, breathe out. Please your left nostril, breathe in. Hold with your breath. Right nostril, breathe out. Ako baw kalagi, breathe in. Hold your breath. Breathe out from right. Hold your breath. Right side, breathe out. Pick it back together again, left in. Hold your breath. Right out. Okay, down your hands. Your hand down. Eyes closed again. Okay, बंद हो. आखिर बंद करके बैठ जाइए. Back straight रखिए. Back straight. Okay, now you will feel more refreshment. You may ask the question yourself towards my session or activities. What is exactly the magic? How you are feeling good inside us? Why just after doing breathing exercise we are again gaining the energy for sitting more hours and hours, otherwise for a prolonged time? Okay, camera बंद मत कीजिए. I am observing all of you. Eyes closed and camera को on करके रखिए. Good again. Slowly, slowly from nostrils. Breathe in. Hold your breath. Mokeradi from mouth breathe out. Again, breathe in. Hold from mouth breathe out. Okay. Open your eyes. Now we will start. We will do Nari Shudhan Pranayama. Nasal cleansing. Nari Udhan Pranayama. Okay? What is Nari Udhan Pranayama? Nari Udhan Pranayama is, same to the Anulum Vilum Pranayama. But in Nari Udhan Pranayama, what will happen? You will breathe in properly. Deeply you will breathe in till to the nasal region, not to only chest region. At the time of breathing, your abdominal your abdomen will up, right? And at the time of holding, you need to hold for more than 8 seconds. Alman prolong, dighol ke hold koribo, breathe out to aru dighol ke hobo. Mane breathe to till to nasal region nibo lagibo. Ebar moi dekhai dim. Aru moi kora saman apnalake hold koribo nalage kiyono ami bahut obhyas kori thakole bahut time hold koribo parom 2 minute 3 minute hold koru. Moi 1 minute pan hold koribole dekham, kintu apnalake jiman pa apnar capacity lo jay ha. After moi ko apply koribo lage sabala. Position index and middle finger, third chakra, 6 number chakra, Aika chakra. Thank you. Apna nokori bomuge ba sailo. From left nostrils, moi breathe in koin. I am inhaling from left. Then holding. Breathing out from right nostril. Right in, then hold, then left nostril out. Alternate breathing, but in Anulum Vilum, we are doing for only short period of time, but in Nari Shudhan Pranayama, according to your capacity, you need to increase your capacity. Right? Get ready. Take your position, take this position. Index and middle finger on your Aika chakra, 6 number chakra. Okay, next. Free hand in this mudra. Okay, from left nostrils, breathe in. Hold your breath. Right nostril, breathe out. Right nostrils, breathe in. Again, hold. Left nostrils, breathe out. Left nostrils, breathe in. Hold your breath. Right nostrils, breathe out. Right nostrils, breathe in. Hold your breath. Left nostrils, breathe out. Again, next, left nostrils in. Hold your breath. Badhiya. Nice. Right nostrils, breathe out. Right nostrils in. hold your breath. Left nostrils, breathe out. Okay, down your hand. Again, close your eyes. If you बहुत ভাল লাগিব চাওকচোন বহুত ভাল ভাল কি হৈছে eyes close please. Okay, kindly open your eyes. Next one is Sahagarbisha Kriya. This Kriya is specially for Udar gland, Udar Granthi, Yar Karne. Right? Yar Granthi kiba problem ase, abdominal related indigestion, abdominal related chronic dysentery. From the level towards left, one major gland is there. This is known as pancreas gland. If your pancreas will not properly, supply the insulin, if it will not work properly, then you will suffer from the problem is known as diabetes mellitus 2. Large intestine is small intestine, and that any problem related to this part will remove immediately. But suppose immediate operation ase, so at the time of periods or pregnancy time, you are not allowed to do. Ready? So like me, place your both hands. Kokalat kake kake rakho. Rakise? Kaba dhuki nai koge nibo dekhibo lagibo soboke dekha nai. Sornil, then Rakesh, Nemika, kon koise, Bhaskar, soboke lagibo. Yat kisuman enaka manna thake odhaka jotto bibe nohobo nanege. Puja kahan pe puja madam? Okay, Goria, good. Okay, take total 40 times, along with me. Especially for diabetes. 1, 2, 3, press. 4, 5, 6, Goria. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Bhaskar kahan pe? 13. Oye Bhaskar. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 35, 36, 27, 38, 39, 30, 31, 32, Aparna Madam Buria, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, anchoring Madam Buria, 41, 42, relax. Okay. In this posture again, spine straight. Eyes closed. Okay, next Soham Kriya. Again, this Kriya from Art of Living, from that Sri Ravi Shankar Guruji. If you will do Soham Kriya properly, what will happen? Your body, your total body will get lot of energy from the from the air, and you will have lot of positive thoughts. And at the time of doing Soham, after the Soham, your negative thoughts, all tension, stress, anxiety will remove from your body. Even you will be so much a positive person. So how to do Soham Kriya? Can I go simply go? I will give you 2 instructions. Soham. Only 2 instructions. In so you have to breathe in. You need to breathe in. Right now I will give the instruction hum. You have to breathe out. So hum breathe out karna hai. So if I will give the instruction speedily, so hum, then how we have to do in this way. If I will give the instruction slowly, so hum, then you will do your action slowly. In this way. Okay. My Soham designing Kriya for high blood pressure, low blood pressure, for all blood pressure, all kind of blood pressure, for normal pressure, right? I don't want to do any bias program. Oh, my video on kijiye. Madam, look. Video on, please. Mute your mic. Take a position. Ready? Okay, good. Very good. Okay, so get it out. Again. So Excel in, Excel out. So